There is such a thing as taking your inheritance grace. And that is where we get to walk in the power and the calling
Yes.
and the destiny that God has for us in this life. And grace is really God's ability. Grace is God's ability, empowered by God's ability. It's firstly God's ability to be righteous, to be perfect.
Yeah.
God gives us that ability. He gives it to us. Thank God for that grace.
Yes.
And then grace is also God's ability, God's empowerment. For the Spirit of the Lord has anointed me to preach good news, to bind up the broken, to heal the sick. There's a grace. And so if we have a man-centered gospel, it's a powerless gospel where it's all about us and it's all about our works and it's all for us and like some narcissistic, like that is an abomination. No, we need a Christ-centered gospel where it's all about Jesus. It's all about what He has done. He is the King, and we live a life of just surrender to the King, of faith in the King. And if we mess up, we don't run back to the law and our flesh and our works and I've got to do this. No. We just run to Jesus, to the throne of grace.
Yeah.
Get in His presence, just throne of grace. And a Christ-centered gospel is a powerful gospel. And the more you get established in a Christ-centered gospel, the more you will do the works of Jesus.
Amen.
Suddenly miracles
Amen.
become possible.
Yeah.
Because it's not by our might or strength, but it's by the Spirit of God. It's by the power of God. It's by the grace of God.
Yes.
God never left us on earth to see how much sin we could overcome. That seems to be the mission of so many churches. It's my mission to bring holiness to the church. You've got to be so holy, and everyone, is that sin? Have you sinned? Bring them out the front, confess all your sin. Like it's like they're in this damage control of making sure every believer doesn't sin, and and when we get to heaven, like, God's not going to ask us like, how many Christians did you stop from sinning? Like, well done, good and faithful servant. No, He's going to say, how many people did you lead to the Lord? He's going to say, well done, good and faithful servant. We served God. We lived for Him. We lived for the King. We obeyed Him. We did the Great Commission. Okay, God didn't leave us on earth to see how much sin we could overcome. He left us on earth to see how much of heaven He can bring to earth through our lives. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
To bring heaven to earth so that we can take earth to heaven. That's why we're here on this planet. To see the lost being saved. To see the nations of the world being saved.